students, in this video we are going to study sequences and series. First of all, let's see what is a sequence. Sequence is a set of numbers arranged in a definite order. See here some examples are given. In the first example, it is given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to 100. So these are natural numbers from 1 to 100. So adding 1 we get the next number. The second one, it is 3, 7, 11, 15 and so on. We can see here that the difference of two consecutive terms is constant. 7 minus 3 is 4, 11 minus 7 is 4, 15 minus 11 again 4. So we can find the next term by adding 4 to the previous term. So here the next term will be 19. Then adding 4 again we will get the next term 23 and so on. In the next one, it is 100, 95, 90. We can see here adding minus 5 or subtracting 5, we get the next term. So 80, the next term will be 75, 70 and so on. In the next example, 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32 and so on. If we consider the difference here it is 1, here it is 2, here it is 4. So the differences are not same. But if we take the ratio, 2 upon 1 is 2, 4 upon 2 is 2, 8 upon 4 is 2, 16 by 8 is 2 again and so on. So the ratio is constant here. So by multiplying by 2 to the previous term, we get the next term. So here the next term will be 64, then 128, then 256 and so on. In the next one also multiplying first number by 1 by 3, we are getting the next number. So here again, if we multiply this number by 1 by 3, we get 1 by 27 and so on. In the next one, we can see here that by multiplying the previous number by minus 1, we get the next number. So it is alternately 4 minus 4, 4 minus 4, so on. So again the ratio is constant everywhere. Ratio is minus 1. And in the last example, if we see 5 plus 4 is 9, then 9 plus 4 is 13, 13 plus 4 is 17. So if we take a reciprocal of these numbers, so here it is 1 upon. So if I write the reciprocal, I get 5, 9, so on. So this is AP. Okay. Last year you studied arithmetic progression. So the difference is constant. So we can find the next term by adding 4 to the denominator. Or adding 4 to this number we get 21 and we have to write here reciprocal of that number. Okay, let's see now. The first sequence is a finite sequence as it contains a finite number of elements. And in the remaining sequences, dot 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 is given. That means it is infinitely many numbers are there. So it is infinite sequence. So all the sequences after the first one are infinite sequences. Okay. Now these two examples, these are natural numbers. It is AP. So here the difference is constant. So these sequences are known as arithmetic progression that you have studied last year. In these three examples, the ratio is constant. So here it is ratio is 2, here it is 1 upon 3 and here it is minus 1. So the ratio may be greater than 1, maybe less than 1, maybe a fractional number. So such sequences are known as geometric progression, GP, geometric progression. And if we take reciprocal of the numbers and if the numbers are in AP, such sequences are known as harmonic progression. So the last one is harmonic progression. Okay. So last year you studied AP. Now this year we are going to study GP and HP. So let's start with let's revise first what is AP. So AP, a sequence is always denoted by Tn in curly brackets. So Tn stands for nth term. Okay. So for arithmetic progression, the definition is the difference is constant. Tn plus 1 minus Tn. So if we take difference of two consecutive terms, so here it is nth term and the next term is n plus 1th term. So it is constant everywhere. Constant for all n is equal to 1, 2, so on. That means what? T2 minus T1, T3 minus T2, so on. The difference is constant, so that is arithmetic progression. Now the formula for nth term of arithmetic progression is a plus n minus 1 into d. A is first term and d is common difference. And sum of first n terms of arithmetic sequence is given by the formula n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Okay. To find three terms in AP, last year you may have solved such type of question. Three terms in AP, we take them as a minus t, a plus t. Like that, we can take 5 terms also. So let's start with geometric progression. So geometric progression is GP. First, let's write the definition. When we have seen here the examples, we know that a sequence Tn is geometric progression if Tn plus 1 upon Tn R is constant everywhere for all n equal to 1, 2, 3, so on. That means for all natural numbers. So the ratio of two consecutive terms is constant everywhere. Such sequences are known as geometric progression. So now let's find out formula for nth term of a geometric progression. So now here let first term be a. Now for the second term we have to multiply by the common ratio. So we get AR. Third term again multiply this by R, so we get AR square. For the fourth term again multiplying by R we get AR cube. So multiplying by the common ratio we get the next term. See here, so whenever it is T2, index of R is 1. So for 2 here 1. For third term index of R is 2. So we have to subtract 1 from here. If it is 4 here, 3 is the index number. So Tn, for n we have to subtract 1 from this number. So it is n minus 1. So nth term of a geometric progression is a r raised to n minus 1. So this is formula to find nth term of a geometric sequence or geometric progression. Now if we consider 1, 2, 3, let's see this example. Sorry, 1, 2, 4, 8 and so on. Here a equals to 1 and r equal to 2. So nth term is given by a r raised to n minus 1. So a is 1, r is 2. So 2 raised to n minus 1. Okay. Let's check for the fourth term. So if it is fourth term, T4. Now T4 will be 2 raised to 4 minus 1. 2 cube, 8. See here. Fourth term is 8 here. So it is 2 raised to n minus 1. So let's solve some examples based on Tn, and then we will see formula for Sn of a GP. So let the first question be, if for a GP r equal to minus 3 and sixth term is 1701. Find it. Okay. So it is a GP and r is given minus 3 and sixth term is given. So let's write formula for Tn. Tn is a r raised to n minus 1. So since T6 is given, that means n is 6 here. So let's put n 6 here. So a r raised to 6 minus 1. So that is a r raised to 5. And sixth term is given. So let's substitute that 1701. So 1701, r is also given. So let's put value of r here. R is minus 3 raised to 5. Now minus 3 raised to 5 is minus 243, as it is 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 5 times and minus raised to odd power, so it is minus 243. So to find value of A, we have to divide 1701 by minus 243. Therefore, A equals to minus 7. You can calculate this. Value of A comes as minus 7. So A equal to minus 7. So we are using formula for Tn. Using formula for Tn, we can solve this. Next question is, for what values of x the numbers 4 by 3, x and 4 by 27 form a GP. See, three numbers are given in geometric progression. Geometric progression means ratio of consecutive terms is constant. That means second term divided by first term equals to third term divided by second term. So x divided by 4 upon 3 equal to 4 by 27 divided by x. Let's cross multiply. So x square equal to 4 by 3 into 4 by 27. Therefore x square is equal to 16 by 81. Therefore x is equal to plus minus 4 by 9. Take square root of both sides, and as square root is plus or minus, so we have two values for x. One is 4 by 9 and the other is minus 4 by 9. Okay. Now let's solve one more question. The fifth term of a GP is x. Fifth term of a GP is x. Then eighth term is y. Eighth term is y and 11th term is z. Verify that y square equal to xz. So first of all, let's write what is given. Fifth term is given, so t5 is given. t5 is x. Then eighth term is given. Eighth term is y. And 11th term is z. So t11 is given z. Now let's use formula for Tn. As it is GP, nth term is a r raised to n minus 1. So a r raised to n is 5 here. So 5 minus 1 is x. Here n is 8. So put n equal to 8 in the formula. So a r raised to 8 minus 1 equal to y. t11. So now value of n is 11. So put n equal to 11. So a r raised to 11 minus 1 is z. So simplifying this, a r raised to 4 is x. A r raised to 7 is y. A r raised to 10 equal to z. Now let's verify this equation, y square equal to xz. So let's write left side first. Y square. So a r raised to 7 bracket square. So it is a square into r raised to 7 raised to 2. So 7 into 2 is 14. And right side is x into z. Now x is a r raised to 4 into z. Z is a r raised to 10. So a into a becomes a square. And r raised to 4, r raised to 10. So we have to add the indices. So it is a square into r raised to 14. So a square r raised to 14 is LHS. Therefore, y square equal to xz. So if we have three numbers, say x, y, z, and y square equal to xz, then y is known as geometric mean of x and z. So that we will be studying in the next part. Okay. Let's solve one more question. If for a sequence nth term is given by the formula 5 raised to n minus 3 upon 2 raised to n minus 3, show that the sequence is a GP, find its first term and common ratio. Now here nth term of a sequence is given 5 raised to n minus 3 upon 2 raised to n minus 3. So this is given thing. Now to prove that this sequence is a GP, that we have to prove. Now what is definition of GP? GP means Tn plus 1 upon Tn has to be constant. Constant means what? It should be independent of n. Because here variable is n, as n changes, if this number changes, then we will not be getting a constant ratio there. So if Tn plus 1 upon Tn is constant, that means it is independent of n, then the sequence will be a geometric progression. So let's prove this. So we have to prove this ratio is constant. So for that we have Tn, that means we have the denominator. So first of all we have to find out the numerator. In the numerator we have Tn plus 1. So instead of n now we have n plus 1. So see here, this n is replaced by n plus 1. So in the left hand side, instead of n, n plus 1 is written. So in the right hand side also, instead of n, write n plus 1. So 5 raised to n means here we have to replace this n by n plus 1 minus 3 as it is. In the denominator also, replace n by n plus 1. So this is n plus 1 minus 3. So let's simplify this. So 5 raised to n minus 2 divided by 2 raised to n minus 2. So now we have numerator also. So let's write the ratio. Now Tn plus 1 upon Tn. This ratio n plus 1th term is now 5 raised to n minus 2 divided by 2 raised to n minus 2. This is Tn plus 1 divided by Tn is 5 raised to n minus 3 divided by 2 raised to n minus 3. Now division means multiplying by the reciprocal. So multiplying by the reciprocal we have 5 raised to n minus 2 divided by 2 raised to n minus 2 multiplied by 2 raised to n minus 3 upon 5 raised to n minus 3. So for these two numbers, base is same 5, and since it is division, we have to subtract the indices. So 5 raised to n minus 2, and we have to subtract n minus 3. That means we have to change sign of both the terms. So this becomes minus n, and here we have minus sign. So changing the sign we get plus 3. Similarly, these two terms, they have same base 2. Now 2 raised to, again we have division, so n minus 2 is greater than n minus 3. So subtracting the numbers, that means change the sign, minus n plus 3. So what we get is, here n get cancelled and 3 minus 2 is 1. So 5 raised to 1. Same calculation is in the denominator, so 2 raised to 1. So it is 5 by 2. See here, this term does not contain n. That means it is constant term. So this is constant. Therefore, given sequence is a geometric progression. Okay, to prove that a sequence is geometric progression, we have to prove that Tn plus 1 upon Tn is constant. That means it should be independent of n. Okay. Now this is your today's assignment. Find Tn for the following GPs. So two questions are given. So first of all, find ratio R. Write the formula for Tn. Substitute value of A and R. A is first term. In the second question, a sequence Tn is given and nth term is given. Show that the sequence is GP. So we have solved a question like this in the video. So using that procedure, you can solve this question. Okay. I hope you understood the concept of geometric progression. See you in the next video. Thank you.